Hi everyone, myself Tony Rabri has come with another video and my topic of the lecture is acne vulgaris. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, first starting with the introduction of acne vulgaris. Acne vulgaris, commonly called acne, is an extremely common skin condition caused by changes in pilosebaceous unit skin structures consisting of a hair follicle and its associated sebaceous gland via androgen stimulation. Okay, everyone know that what is acne vulgaris. Okay, acne vulgaris is commonly known as acne, and we can say that pimples. Okay, and it occur. Okay, it occur when the changes in pilosebaceous unit. Okay, and also it can be occur when more and more sebaceous gland or more and more sebum produces in sebaceous gland, and by that also acne vulgaris can be occur. Okay, and it is a very commonly skin condition. Okay, now with the definition, acne vulgaris is a chronic inflammatory disease of a sebaceous gland. It may be occur on areas of body that have sebaceous glands such as face, neck, back, and shoulders. It is associated with high rate of sebum secretion. Okay, so definition all say that it is a long-term inflammatory disease condition. Okay, and it is producing more and more sebum or more and more oil in the sebaceous gland, and by this acne vulgaris can be occur. And the sebaceous gland is mainly located in the areas of human body such as neck, back, face, and shoulder. In these four areas the sebaceous gland is very much produces. Okay, and by this sebum secretion is very much increasing. Okay, so now starting with causes. Okay, so various meats exist such as chocolate or fatty food that may cause acne. Okay, so people believe that by eating chocolates or fatty food that may cause acne, but this is not right. Okay, so only people believe, but this is not true. Okay, possible cause of acne such as increased activity of sebaceous gland. This is possible that acne can cause by increasing activity of sebaceous gland. Okay, so now which are the factors that may cause acne? Okay, so first is heredity. Okay, heredity, you all know that grandfather to father, father to son, uh, heredity goes on. By this also can occur acne. Okay, then androgen stimulation. Okay, androgen stimulation occur in male hormone, and male hormone produces testosterone, and the production of testosterone increases in male, and by that androgen stimulation is occur, and by this acne vulgaris also can cause. Third is certain drugs such as corticosteroid, corticotropin, isoniazid, and lithium, etc. Okay? These all are drugs which have high dose, and by taking these drugs, we can also causes acne vulgaris. Okay. Fourth one is exposure to heavy, oily, and greasy. Okay. Rubbing from tight clothing, cosmetics, emotional stress, tropical climate, hormonal contraceptive use. Okay, now the pathophysiology. Okay, due to puberty causes hormone level to rise, especially testosterone. Okay, means at the puberty age. Okay, at the age of 18 the hormone level increases in our body, and especially testosterone in male is increasing very much, and by this high hormone causes skin gland which start making oil, and which is commonly known as sebum. Acne begins when oil mixes with dead cell and clogs the skin pores. Okay, then by this acne will start occurring when the oil mixes with the dead cell. Okay, and it clogs or it fixes with the skin pores. Then at last bacteria start grow in this mixture, and by that it causes swelling, redness and pus. All that can be caused. And last, it commonly known as pimples. Okay, normal language we can say as pimple. Now starting with the classification. Okay, American Academy of Dermatology developed a classification scheme for primary acne vulgaris. This grading scale defines three levels of acne: mild, moderate and severe. Okay, first starting with the mild acne vulgaris. Okay, mild acne is characterized by a presence of few to several papules and but have no nodules. Okay, mild is a normal acne. Okay, which can show several papules, small papules it can show on the face, or but it cannot show any nodules. Okay, second one is moderate acne vulgaris. Patient with moderate acne has several to many papules along with a few to several nodules. Okay, then third one is a severe acne vulgaris. With severe acne, patient have numerous or extensive papules as well as many nodules. Okay, so in this picture you can see that. Now the symptoms. Okay, first it includes white heads, black heads and pimples. Okay, then it occur on face, neck, shoulder, back or chest. These all are location of where sebaceous gland is more producing sebum in the human body, and by this it occur. Okay, third, pimples that are large and deep are called cystic lesions. Okay, means in our body pimples occur and they are much larger or they are very deep, then they are called as cystic lesions. Okay, fourth, these can be painful if they are infected. Okay, obviously they can be very painful or infective, and in severe acne vulgaris this can be more painful and very much infective. Okay, then impaired self-esteem. Okay, diagnostic finding. Okay, what are the diagnostic evolution that we can do when acne is occurred? Okay, first history collection. Okay, take the patient history, then dermatology examination. By this we can know that which type of acne is there, mild, moderate or severe. By that we can treat the patient. Okay, third is microscopic microcomedo. Okay, these can be also involved in open comedons and closed comedons. Okay, open comedons have black heads and closed comedons have white heads. Okay, then which are the treatment? Okay, so acne treatment depend on whether you have mild, moderate or severe. Okay, so it can be treated by having mild. Okay, the patient having mild acne, it can be treated as mild. The patient having moderate, then patient will be treated as moderate, and the patient having severe, then it can be treated as severe. Okay, then second is treatment could include lotions or gel put on the blemishes or sometime entire areas of skin such as chest or. Okay, okay, now starting with the mild acne. Okay, when the patient having mild acne, so we which are the treatment that we include in that? Okay, so first is gentle cleaning with the mild soap. Okay, such as Dove or Neutrogena. Okay, means we have to clean with soap, but we have to clean with gently or with the mild. Okay, softly we have to clean. By that our skin will not damages or will not have rashes and all. Okay, and second is applying benzo peroxide. Okay, now moderate to severe acne. Okay, how we can treat the patient having moderate to severe acne? Okay, so sometimes acne needs treatment with stronger medicine or a combination of therapies. Okay, the patient having moderate acne or they are going with moderate to severe, so they have to treat with a stronger medicine. We have to give strong medicine dose, and also we have to give different types of therapies with the combination. Okay, then deeper blemishing such as nodules and cysts are more likely to leave scars. As a result, doctor may give oral antibiotic sooner to start the healing process. Okay, and now other treatment. Okay, which are the other treatment or which are the therapies, okay, that we include in the acne? So phototherapy, first of all. Okay, recent developments in the use of photo or light therapy absent harmful UV rays via a specific device that shows remarkable result for the treatment of acne. Okay, nowadays technology increases very much. Okay, so recently they have developed that by photo or light therapy which has no UV rays. Okay, UV rays is very harmful to our skin. So the development is very good, and it is used for photo or light therapy, but it is absence of harmful UV rays. Means this is very good, and by that we can treat the acne. Okay, so phototherapy is one of them. Then second is surgery. Doctor do surgery and remove the blackheads or whiteheads with a special come down extractor. Okay, so doctor do surgery also and remove the blackheads or whiteheads, okay, located in our body. Then third is chirotherapy. Chirotherapy is also one of them, and it is a uses liquid nitrogen. Okay, this liquid nitrogen is used to freeze and break up the flake of the lesion. Okay, at the last nursing diagnosis, first impaired skin integrity related to inflammatory response, second body image disturb related to pimples, third nutrition less than the body requirement related to increase the demand of nutrition, fourth knowledge deficiency about the disease process and treatment. Okay, this diagnosis is very easy. So guys, this is all about acne vulgaris. वीडियो को लाइक करो, शेयर करो, अपने फ्रेंड्स को बताओ, ये डिसीज़ के बारे में बताओ एक्ने वल्गारिस, और सब्सक्राइब करो हमारे चैनल को। और जो भी नए हैं वो हमें इंस्टाग्राम पे फॉलो कर दे, लिंक हमने डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दी है। जल्दी 100 के होने वाले इंस्टाग्राम पे। पेज का नाम है नर्सिंग एसोसिएशन, और वीडियो को लाइक शेयर कर दो, और जल्दी आएंगे नए वीडियो के साथ। टिल देन, बी हैप्पी, स्टे होम, स्टे